Gary, appreciate you speaking to us after that. Must be a bit of a tough one to take, mate. 1-0 defeat on the road tonight against Hampton and Richmond. Talk us through your initial thoughts, mate.
Yeah, overall, actually quite a pleasing performance, if I'm honest. I think we dominated the ball for long periods. But ultimately, I guess one sort of, not necessarily a mistake, just one set piece has cost us the game, really.
I suppose we were having a conversation about this last week after the Oxford game. Swings and roundabouts with decisions on penalties. Wasn't expecting it to come round and hit us quite so quickly. One penalty tonight. It looked fairly conclusive. No arguments with the Hampton penalty, but certainly two very big penalty shouts for Chippenham that was waved away this evening by the referee with very little explanation.
Yeah, I think if I'm honest, like I said, whilst we still think that our penalties have been just, I did say that a couple of them might have would certainly even itself up, and I think tonight we've probably seen that. I thought theirs was soft, especially given that Noah's gone through 1v1 and then he's had exactly the same situation where his heels have been clipped from behind and nothing's been given. And then, like I said, similar scenario for them, going straight down the other end, and that one's given. And then ultimately, like I said, we're chasing the game, and we've knocked on the door, and then Jordan Young's gone round the keeper. Clearly been contact, and everyone in the ground, I think, seen that. Everyone's expecting the ref to point to the spot, and he's waved it on. So yeah, probably, as I said, we talked about swings and roundabouts, as you just said. So yeah, today I think we've been undone, or one soft penalty, and probably not got to ourselves.
We obviously can't rely on set pieces all the time, but I thought, for a lot of the people that will not have been here this evening, but the people that were, would have seen slightly better and a more sort of, more fierce Chippenham attack. I thought we created quite a lot, especially as we came out for the second half. I don't think it was until about the 70th minute that they even got a sniff. In that time, we had a couple of opportunities where we went through. We had one come back off the crossbar from a corner, Luke Russ, a couple of attempts from the edge of the 18-yard box. It's just a shame that we're going on talking about the referee tonight when obviously, like you said, quite a pleasing performance and the boys looked a lot better.
Yeah, but look, like I said, I don't want to make it about the referee because it wasn't. I think, ultimately, like I said, we probably have created some really good openings without really finding that last little killer pass. That's probably, like I said, a bit that we're disappointed about and frustrated about because our play probably hasn't warranted us scoring, more than them. So yeah, listen. Ultimately, we're disappointed. We've lost the game of football. But yeah, there was more than enough tonight to suggest we should have come here and got something out of the game.
Quick turnaround now, Gary. We go Tuesday to Saturday. You've got to bring the boys back up again for a very important game. Obviously, the FA Cup. From your time at Chippenham, both as a player, an assistant manager, and now as head coach. Just how important the FA Cup can be to the club, not just for the financial connotations, but obviously in terms of galvanising the town and getting behind the boys. Sholing on Saturday, probably going to be an unknown entity outside of the homework that you and the lads have been doing, but the boys looking fit and ready for the FA Cup challenge this year.
Yeah, of course we are. We do know a fair bit about them. Obviously they've played against Slimbridge 3 times this year, so we've obviously got lads out on loan at Slimbridge anyway, so we know enough about them. We've seen the videos back, we've watched all 3 games back, but again, they're not an unknown entity in that we've played against them many times before. I know obviously we've moved on since then, but they've still got a lot of the same old faces that they had before. People like Lee Wart, Dan Mason, Brian Mason. They're guys that have been around at the level and probably actually should be above the level that what they're playing at. So Saturday will be no easy test. As I said, they'll be expecting to come here and upset the party.
Encouraging times for yourself, Gary, tonight. It's been said in the past that for a lot of managers, certainly during your time as well, it's not always been as easy to go to the bench and affect games. 2 changes on the 60, bringing on Harvey tonight, bringing on Joe Parker as well. Who was the other one that came on as well? We had Simo coming on. I actually thought Simo, funnily enough, is the one I forgot there, changed the game, adding a lot of real intent down that left-hand side, whereas Kinga was very resolute defending. Aaron offered us a little bit more going forward. I thought during that period when those changes were made after the 60, that was when we were most dominant. It must be great for yourself as a manager to start looking now to your bench and thinking, I can change this here with a few quick subs.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the reasons why we signed Aaron. We know he's got pace and power going forward. King has been brilliant at left back for us. He's done as I said, a really good job. But he's a midfielder first and foremost, so he probably doesn't, as I said, have the same attacking intent that Simo shows. And yeah, I thought Simo was excellent when he came on. I thought all 3 subs were excellent when they came on. And like I said, we just couldn't find that cutting edge to really get us back in the game. I think a draw would have probably been a fair result. overall. But like you say, yeah, you know, we're pleased overall with the performance tonight, and we move on to Saturday.
Well, commiserations for the result tonight, Gary. Obviously, congratulations on the performance. We will see you on Saturday against Sholing in the FA Cup. Hopefully it goes well for you, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
Top man, well done.